Good morning, Rosboundy here, psychic medium. I've been, I haven't been away. I've just been unable to actually get to the desk. And this morning I felt that I could manage that, so hence I'm live. I haven't tizzied up and done my hair, unfortunately. Some of that stretching is still a bit hard with the back muscles, like they are. So here we are. I have gone live with BeLive and Ecamm, direct to restream. So there's several places you may be watching me. I have a link somewhere. Oh, that came through. I did post a comment and it wouldn't go through on one of my links, so that's fine. Good morning, Judy. And that is to show, if you're in the Rosboundy card reading group, that because of the privacy issues with Facebook, you'll see that there is that link that's got group comments. So you click that to allow permission for us to see your name. That's the link that I've put on there that might not show up on some, and it's just like that one. So here we are, and Veronica, good morning to you. And the back is feeling better, not 100%, so I'm being very careful. Hopefully I won't stress the muscle again, but it's with anything like this. It just happens. It did. Good morning, Carrie-Anne. And it's caused me to be laid up for a long time, and I still will be very careful, and I'm not back to work properly yet. So good morning, Raywin. And welcome back to the test. Beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. And good morning, Mary. Wonderful to see you. And we've got Carol over on the Rosboundy page. So I'm going to get straight round to the comments, the cards, because I've got them here. So they are actually on my lovely purple velvet covered table. Is it a velvet? You know, it's that fluffy stuff. It's the nice stuff anyway. So as you can see, I'm wobbling the table. So here we've got the cards spread out in that 5-card pattern again, as per usual. So hopefully you'll get some guidance from these this morning by tuning into your own intuition, your own gut feelings, the messages you are receiving from Spirit, more in preference to how I'm interpreting them, although I do my best with what I'm receiving to interpret them for what is a general card reading, okay? So for those who may be popping on for like from now to ask for card readings, this isn't the space time for it. So we're doing a general card reading for, what day are we? Thursday, the 13th of May, 2021. So what we're starting with is the ring in the home space. We've got the birds and owls in this case in the workspace. In the unexpected at the top, we have the child. We've got the lucky card clover in our role, and we have the coffin as that central energy, the outlook as the completion as well. So in whichever way you want to look at that one, because it's in the center, it's a bit of both, so that's why I mention it. So here we go with the actual reading. I've got, now what am I trying to think of? Duh. What I've got is the ring here at home. It's commitment. It's creating that cycle of what we have in our home space, the setup. What came to my mind first up is definitely the things that we do by habit in the morning and what we normally would actually have on autopilot almost is what came to my mind, and how quick and easy it is to have that disrupted by something as small as a muscle or two, because that's all that's, essentially that's all that's happened to me as far as a bad back, but it creates such an impact in our life that it totally changes around what we do, what we have as our usual cycle of things. So have that in mind. Be mindful of what sort of influence you're having with your day, with what you're receiving, but also what you're giving out as your energy as well. So that, sometimes we don't really know the impact of that one thing that the one thing that we might be saying to somebody, the one thing that we might be doing that's usual, that we need to adjust and change around, because for me, it was, it is actually just getting out of bed. thinking, oh, what sort of sleep have I had last night, as far as this is the first thought I had in the morning this morning. Oh, what sort of sleep did I have? Have I tweaked those muscles, that group of muscles, or the one muscle, or whatever it is? Have I done that again, that it's keeping on perpetuating this issue of and it can be agonizing pain, that any movement I make, it just really limits what I can do. So that's the first thought. Then it is that process of relaxing and letting it go and getting up. It's taking each of those moments and steps of, okay, put the energy into putting the hand down in the right place and relax the right muscles, because it is becoming a conscious thought to move the right muscles, right? So this is how small the little influence of what we think actually does move into how we are acting or reacting to the stimuli, which is pain, or letting it go, really consciously letting it go, placing things in the right place to actually then take the next move. And that is the cycle of thought and the mindfulness I'm feeling we need to have in our home space today, with relationships with others, or even in the placement of little things that might make a big difference. Okay, so even for me at the moment, it is placing the walking stick in the right place so that I don't have to walk too far to get it after I've done that next move type of thing. It is very interesting, the deciphering of all of those movements. And there could be something in your space today that you're needing to decipher movements, or, putting to mind that mindfulness of how things are being done in your home. And this brings us to the business card, or not business, but, well, it can be business. It's the workspace. So we've got the owls, and now birds themselves are communication in the cards as far as the Lenormand cards go. So it really is going into that deeper, and after what I've described with the home space, yes, it moves naturally into this deeper look into using more of the wisdom of what you've grown with, what you've created of your own understandings and everything, that is going to be more and more the access that you're using in your workspace. But also being able to actually sit quietly and listen. You see how this owl here is sitting quietly. This one's done the consideration, done the thought process, processed all of those what's the next step type factor, and he's moving. He's actually acting on what is those understandings. And this one here is doing the listening, because really the better understanding we have in our listening mode, that deeper understanding that we have to listen, there is so much that we gain from actually listening and not just trying to put our thoughts out there all the time, our words even, our actions. We can sit quietly and absorb, or, take in, receive what we've got going on around us in a way that it deepens our understanding. It increases our wisdom around what to do next or not do next, right? So take that time in your work day to day to actually sit, listen, and then act after consideration, okay, and understanding's gained. What we have too now with our child, it doesn't mean that everything's on a serious note and a never-ending cycle. It just means that we've got those moments in the unexpected child presence that we can bring in our inner child. We can have those play moments. We can open that fresh page of a book and discover what is next, because as we are learning, this is a book that is being opened by the child, or for the child, just depends what age. It's just having that discovery, that readiness of discovery of all those new and wonderful things in Fantasyland. Even though it's not really fantasy, it's that creativity, it's that thinking, the possibilities, all of that. So keep the open mind for that today, because we are in that understanding mode in the workspace. Whatever the potential possibilities are in your own mindfulness, in your home space. Our role in this, it really is taking advantage of that lucky card being there and really flowing with it. Allow that positive process of good luck to be present in your day to day. Expect it. put your thinking on that, gee, it's a good day today, and move into it, step into each moment with that feeling in the background, as if you've won the $1 million in the lotto, or whatever it is that you consider to be something that's really good luck for you. Bring that to mind right now and walk in that energy through the whole day. That is what I feel is our role. And here we have, some would say coffin as a central in this set of positive cards. It's sort of, well, it is. There's things that really need to die and move on for it to be that space and place, getting it ready for the next burst of new life, for instance. And what has come to mind is the seed that dies in the ground. The seed doesn't really die. It changes and transforms itself into that next part of what is its journey, which is growing into that huge tree. You know how small some of the seeds are that grow into massive, massive trees. And you look at, from that small start, even as children, we were children, babies, children, and the rest. Look where we are growing into. So that, for me, for the coffin card, really is the essence of what today is. It's letting yourself transform through those little mini deaths and allowing yourself to be open to the possibilities of how are we going to transform into the best who we are each and every step of the way. As you can see, with the coffin, what the god, I think it's Anubis, what the god is doing is taking that soul breath and moving it on to the next realm, a next life. So that's sort of how we're doing our life. Each and every moment of change is that possibility of what's next. What's that new transformation that we can experience as well in our life today? This is about today. So have a look at those cards yourself in your own space and energy, and that just a little quiet moment before you need to move on to anything else, and just really sit, listen like the owls. What is there within them that is specifically for you, that you can transmute and translate into your own experience and your own situation of what's around you? You understand best what's happening in your life. You really do. You just need to spend that time, sit and listen. Have spirit help you, guide you in what messages there are for you from using the tool of the cards. Or even just, forget the cards and just ask. Have a direct conversation with them. And, really take that time. It is. And really understand, we are always going to be a continual changing work in progress. And what can we be but the best you in each and every one of those moments? So I'm going to leave that with you. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll still be able to sit at the desk and do it this way, or I'll find a way of doing another live stream or another set of cards for you just as a picture. Look, we take each moment as it comes, as time progresses, being present in it and mindful of what's next. What's the possibilities? So, what exciting ways are there ahead of being the best you? Just living your life to its fullest in whatever way that is in your life. Thank you for being here and sharing yours with me. I love seeing the names. I absolutely love having you join me, as you know. So, and as Sarah has said, thank you and have a wonderful day to everyone. So, namaste until the next time. Bye for now.